Welcome back to another one as I am about to make one of my favorite dish, coconut curry crab. This is so good. When I tell you it was so delicious with that white rice, it was indeed delicious. So starting off with my corns, I'm going to cut them in small pieces. And there are several other things you can add to your coconut curry crab, but corns is the only thing that I'm using today. Now that we have our corn cut up, the next thing we're moving on to coconut. We're going to blend this. We're going to extract that nice rich coconut milk because that's going to take your curry crab up to another level. I told you all that August is my birthday month, so I'm slowly making all my favorite dishes, and this is just one of them, one of my favorite. How do you all like your crab? Do you like it like a seafood boil? Do you like curry crab? Do you like a garlic butter crab? Let me know in the comment section because I know that curry crab is going to win. So right here I have two crab. They are called Jonah crab. And when I was growing up in Westmoreland, the way that we cook crab is that we open the back of the crab first and we remove the fat. You see that fat? When you put that in your curry crab, it's one of the best tasting curry crab that you'll ever make. Unfortunately, these crabs are pre-cooked, so we don't have any fat today to use. However, when we done season up that nice rich coconut curry sauce, it's gonna take this crab to another level. All right, and I'm still gonna go ahead and brush it just to clean it up to my comfort. All right, we're breaking all the claws apart and we're breaking the chest out and we're gonna break the chest in two, just so that pot can look like enough, so that it can stretch. All right, so we're gonna go ahead, just clean out these excess pieces that we don't need and just strap this breast in two and then get it cleaned up and then we're gonna move on to seasoning it. Now I'm gonna chop up my onion, my scallion, my garlic. Later on I'll add some thyme and some pimento seed. Just go ahead, flavor your pot how you like it. I like a little kick, so of course Scotch bonnet pepper is a must for me, but leave it out if you don't like it. All right, it don't have to be overly spicy, but for me, seafood must have a little kick. And to make that beautiful curry color pop, you want to make your pot look beautiful by adding some bell peppers. That is quite optional. You don't need to add it, but I like some red and some green just to give my pot a nice kick. And of course, garlic. Who doesn't add garlic to their seafood? Garlic is a must. All right, so let's get cooking. You want to go ahead and crack the crab so that the juices, all the flavor can get to flow right into that shell. All right, so we do that to the claw and we do that to the chest part of the crab. The little toes, you can crack that as well, but it's not necessary. So now I'm going to go on and I'm going to throw on some garlic and herb seasoning. I love that seasoning so much. And this is total seasoning. It's called the perfect seasoning. I my daughter bought it, so I just use it, and then I use some complete seasoning. But just go ahead and use whatever seasoning you have. I will later on add a different seasoning in the sauce while it's cooking, so it's whatever in my cupboard at this point, honestly. So now I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna saute my herbs. And I'm just going to give that a few seconds and then we're going to go in with the curry because this right here is where you don't want to rush things. You want to just let the curry cook and just wake up the flavors. And curry have that very raw taste, so you want to make sure the curry cook very well. So after you burn it a little bit, you don't want it to get too brown. Just make sure that the stove is on medium to low and you just want to continue burning that curry just to release all those nice spices. All right, and then for me, I gradually add water, not a lot of water, just little by little, allowing the curry to cook slowly. All right, and then once I am satisfied, then I'll go in with the coconut milk. If you add the coconut milk too early, then what's going to happen is while the curry is cooking, the coconut milk is boiling and then it boils down to oil. And then it just becomes more of a rundown instead of that nice, rich, creamy sauce that you want in your coconut curry. So for the first 5 minutes, all I'm doing is just gradually adding water and just cooking that curry because you don't want that raw curry on your crab. All right, and remember the crab is pre-cooked, and either way seafood don't take a long time to cook, so you want to get that curry prepped and ready before you add in your seafood. Whether you're making shrimp or crab or whatever, lobster, is the same process. They cook very easy, so you want to get your curry pre-cooked before you add in your seafood. All right, so now that we have that out of the way, we're going to go in with our coconut milk. Now I'm gonna let that simmer slowly. I'm gonna add in my thyme. I'm going to add in my pimento seed, and we're just gonna let that simmer. And we're gonna add in the bell peppers as well, and just create that beautiful rich sauce. And even though I season the crab, I just add a little season on it while I'm making the sauce. But we are going to also season the sauce because we don't want our food to taste bland. All right, so we're gonna add some of that same seasoning in there, and I'm also using Shelly's Bickle seafood seasoning. All right, so once that simmer down, I'll taste it and see if it is perfect to my liking. Then I'm gonna add in the corns and then the crab. Now I'm gonna let that crab just take a bath in all that goodness. And I'm telling you, this sauce was rich, it was creamy, it was delicious, it was flavorful. And I'm just gonna let it simmer, cover it down, and let it simmer for a few minutes. And then we're gonna remove it. At least like say 3 minutes. And then we're gonna remove it because we don't want all the gravy to dry out. I add in some parsley, thyme, and the other piece of Scotch bonnet pepper because it wasn't up to my spice level. And then I went in with some garlic herbed butter. Cover it down and give it like 3 to 4 minutes. Look at the sauce. It tastes amazing. Now look at this. If this doesn't make you hungry, I don't know what will. Honestly, this was so good. And yes, Crystal, I have yours in the freezer. How could I not? Thank you all so much for watching. Let me know if you like your curry crab with dumplings or just some plain white rice. For me, it's white rice every time. All right, and I did enjoy every bit of this. I have to hide my face from the camera, honestly.